wrong numbers. I like that.
I got the right number.
No, they're all wrong.
It sounded like the right number.
I'm so scared.
Whose side are you on?
I'm so
Decide with-
scared.
Side with the 69.
The side of winners.
If 69
Bro
is the right
said-
number, I am fucking terrified.
It's the meaning of life, didn't you know?
42
I thought that
is
was
the
like
I
42.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah, not anymore.
Bless you.
Bye for you.
Thanks.
Bless you.
Hi, stream.
Hi, Dream.
Hi, Dream. Well, welcome back,
Not it.
everyone. Who wants to do our lovely recap
Not it.
of that time we
Um,
almost died?
Theoretically, I
Again.
should because I don't have inspiration, but
Good. I mean, we fought some space puppies. I had a good
Yeah.
fun time. They were very fun, kind of reflective puppies, mimicking puppies. I know that smarter characters definitely have this better figured out, but I know that the crystallines on their back kind of acted as a way that they mimicked the spirits on the ship, or mimicked the existence of spirits on the ship. We fought those guys. They were really cool. I think everyone was having good rolls, but the disadvantage honestly was what was making the good rolls not as good.
It was fucking me, bro.
Yeah.
But it was a good job, and we got them. We put them to sleep. It's bedtime for the space puppies. I think, Cygnus, if I remember correctly, you shoved the whole body in your bag. That's something to unpack later. Literally. You stole a whole puppy's body, right? You had Nox help you shove a body in a bag, right?
there was definitely a body bag.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We'll literally unpack that later. um, I think Ramiel and Noct were also successful in harvesting one of these crystals off of the back, too, of some of the other dead ones. From there, we were able to get back in contact with Zara, and she informed us that there was a bit of time in which, once we entered the room, there was no form of communication or any way to identify where we even gone. I believe there was a mention that like we just kind of blipped a little bit in the system. And yeah, I believe from here we were gonna do one last sweep of the ship before leaving. Was there anything else I missed?
I believe there was some kind of investigation of something, like, other than just a general sweep.
Yeah, there
something
was
about
some
footage, logs and footage.
Yep.
yes, yeah. I think that was right after we finished session. I think that was everyone doing that independent stuff. Which is good for the stream to know that that does exist in time. I honestly forgot about it.
Booker and Schmidley were going to go over logs and footage, and I believe Cygnus
Ariana
was
was
going
too.
to join as well,
Yeah, I
as
think
well as
Ariana
Ariana.
was.
Yep.
So the four of us.
We're all looking at the
Yeah.
computers.
So, I'm just gonna describe. I was hoping to describe this part of it with Schmidley here because, Schmidley does not know this information, I guess technically, but information being that of the context of basically how you guys are getting this information. But I mean, not that it's anything super crazy or ultra mechanical. It's quite literally just that excuse me. He is used to the functionality of these these ship, and there's a word, not the software, but you get it. What? Brain. Yeah, he's used to it. He's got it. He knows how it works. The interface, is that what I'm trying to say? Sure. I don't.
Could be.
How do
Part of the
people do
hardware.
words?
I don't know.
That's crazy. My brain just fucking died. But anyways, yes. So that's how cuz before I was going to have you roll, but it just felt like a lot of this information just felt like information that it would it doesn't hurt you or harm you in any way to know this information. Plus a lot of it is pertinent to the story, so it would actually at the end of the day kind of actually help you. With depending on who does what with the information, of course. So good luck with that. But yes, so did you guys want me to pull up the map of the ship again for you?
Sure.
Yes,
This
please.
is a refresh.
Yeah, are we all on the same computer or are we on different terminals, you think?
I mean that's up
Looking
to
at
you
this
guys. Are
information.
you guys looking at different stuff or like did we split up to look for clues or are we all kind of just moving together on whatever we can find that works?
I guess the information that I found, I don't know if that information would be down here, if it would be up on the brig, or if it
That
mattered
specific
what computer I
information.
pulled it up from. Yeah.
It would be at the bottom in the security room.
Okay.
Where's my laser pointer? I hate this button. Why is it X? Yeah, in the security room.
Over
See
there.
that down here? This is like the security like break room. This is down here is where they keep all the cams. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, Cygnus is hanging out with me. Okay.
Yeah, he already checked out the cams with y'all, so this would be the
Okay.
only other place other than like the bridge where you guys were pressing buttons and triggered ghosts. So
Well, I mean, I guess by technicality, we haven't checked out the cams since we got the power semi restored. But who else is in here? Serious?
You're
Okie
Just quick question. I'm assuming we had to all leave this area in order to turn the power on, right? Because if not, we were going to be trapped in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. I'll just
Yep.
let's
casually
some people.
move
Yep.
people out of there. Yep.
Okay. So actually, let
continue.
me double check my notes with Cygnus. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me, and I haven't died yet. Okay, dokie, perfect. So, while Schmidley was going through what logs he could find, there was a kind of like a manifest of sorts, like priority transfer manifest that had come up. Obviously, most of the names that are going to be on this list are deceased or already transferred, whether that be prior to this particular takeoff or after. And there for I mean, yeah, I can just share it. It's fine because I was kind of share it between those of you who are looking, anyways. There is one name that stands out though because of the threat level classification being Omega, as well as the authorization is through Black Glass. Now, authorization, Schmidley would have been able to explain to you guys, is kind of who is designating this transfer. there are a couple different things that it could mean otherwise outside of that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the ones who initiated this transfer and requested this person personally. But it also doesn't mean that they're not the ones who did that. They would have had to get approval somewhere to move anyone or anything. So it's just saying that they approved this person being transferred. The directive in here, though, under this person's name is set to be alive. Under no circumstances is termination authorized. So this person's name is listed under Kira McAllister, also known aliases Kira Velis. So this would be the part where I would describe to Frank that and hopefully when he watches this VOD back, it'll all make a little bit more sense for him. This name is something that was very briefly mentioned, kind of, by Commander Cade. This was part of what he had anticipated for him, part of his mission. Watch or anything crazy. It was a literal person that he was supposed to keep an eye out for and report back on. I mean, hey, at least he can do that now. They might not like the answer, but he has an answer. He won't get fired. But it also, Frank might also come to question whether or not that this whole transfer was even for other prisoners, or if it was mostly just about moving this person, or if this was other, like the things in the lockers were all just like collateral, or like a lot of conspiracies are probably flooding this man's brain. And also questioning how the ship got overrun in the first place. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually, for those of us who are in the room seeing this.
Yeah, I was about to say, who all's in here?
Booker's
Did we all
definitely
move as a
here.
group? I know that the ones investigating are, as well as Sirius, because he's followed along. Would Aquamarine be in the room watch, or while I suppose it's probably back to fuck, name escaped me immediately. Why? Back to Dahlia.
Dahlia.
Wow. Wow.
Don't do this. I had it after like 3 seconds and before they said it.
Listen,
No.
Cygnus just met her, to be fair.
Sure. Again,
Also, I
I
need
do
to-
not have the map, so you'll have to. I
we're
can be wherever.
all
Sure.
At the bottom floor, would you have followed the group?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't see why not, unless someone else is like alone otherwise.
Ramiel,
I would like
Heliora,
to
and
say
Nox,
that
I think.
Ramiel.
I was like, Ramiel
Yeah,
is doing their
Ramiel
own
is
thing
staying
currently.
Yes, yeah, he was upstairs, doing his own thing.
Eliora and
Well,
Nox
there's
are
someone
also
on their own.
doing their own
However,
thing.
I don't think. I don't think he'll be able to join that one.
Yeah, I'll roll with you down at the bottom.
Okie doke.
I was like, I guess the easier part would have been if this is information that you guys are going to share freely with everyone, I can just post the report in the chat.
I mean, it's guaranteed to see the rest of the eyes eventually with this many of us in here.
And then I don't have to copy paste it to everyone. It's going to go in there for now. If you guys want, I can. Well, Blue Jay will probably put it in her Blue Jay notes.
Oh.
Let's see if there's anything else in this. Yeah, so now he's gonna go and filter through some of the like audio logs and video logs if there is anything. We do know that a few of these screens still work, so surely something will come up. I did tell you guys
Is
before
he?
that yeah.
No, you finish first.
I was just gonna re-mention as a reminder that one of the cams that did work was one that was a part of the cell block. So if there are people in there, maybe we'll be able to find them or find out who they
Is
were.
he switching? Is he switching away from that report, or is he looking at a different monitor now?
He's gonna probably write everything down in his little notebook that he carries around in his front pocket or on his clipboard. But
Irritatingly, Cygnus is also writing things down in a notebook right next to him.
the last two people in this galaxy that still use paper. But after that, though, if he there since every other piece of like data or logs seem to be corrupted in some form or fashion, he's probably going to move to the next screen.
Move to a different screen.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay. As soon as he moves to a different screen, can I go up to that one and see if if there's anything in this report that says where this person was moved to or what Omega level threat means, or I can ask him what Omega level threat means if Shibidley would know that.
Yeah, I Schmidley would probably know that. I mean, the categorizations of threat level are pretty much the universal in the Federation. So, now in his line of work, they don't really use the threat level like that, but
Right.
universal nonetheless in terms of whatever it is if they need to mobilize any from all departments. But yeah, Omega threat level is the top. That is most priority, needs to be the most secure. It seems like it's weird because in the file there's no description of like what it is that this person may or may not have on them that would create them to this level of threat. That part is very unclear. And Schmidley would definitely have to stroke his chin about that one or twirl his mustache. I'm not sure.
There's no
He-
warnings about how to contain this person or anything like that.
No, it does seem like clearly they probably like Schmidley would probably deduce that they more than likely had multiple guards on the prisoner's cell while in transport. That's just protocol. But as far as why they would say that this person is that level of a threat, I mean, that's like a world ending kind of threat. That doesn't seem necessary, truthfully. And unfortunately, Frank doesn't know anything about
Right.
this person to really even formulate a theory, unfortunately. So
Yeah, Booker just kind of keeps his mouth shut. Is there anything that says anything about a direction of where this person was being taken? Or is it just empty?
I
Pretty
think
much.
Cygnus was able to tell before you guys got ambushed at some point. Was that when he was in the navigation room, the ship had for the most part been en route toward Bastion Prime, where the
Right, yeah.
basis of the Federation conduct business out of. Along with Dahlia's help, of
Right.
course, and their excellent map reading skills.
She is good with maps.
This is true.
Is Schmidley now gonna look at the camera footage? Is that what he's gonna do?
He's gonna look through camera footage or any kind of like audio logs or anything like that that may be semi-recoverable. It looks like they're
Booker's
yeah.
just right at his heels during this.
As he's kind of scrolling through, trying to see what is like allowing him to access it or not. There's like a whole list, obviously, but like a lot of the files seem to be corrupt here, and they won't even let him open it. But it looks like there is one audio log that does like pop up and begin to play. It's kind of just static for the most part for like the first like minute and a half. And he's about to like close out of it before you hear a bunch of like yelling. A lot of it is like indeterminate on what it is they're saying, but then you do hear priority prisoners loose. Forget the others. If McAllister reaches, and then it cuts to static before you hear a loud explosion noise. There's some more static that clings over too much time, what feels like too much time, before someone screams, "She knows too much," and then it goes to silence. And then you just hear, "If she gets to him before we do," and then it cuts. Frank is just like, what the fuck happened on this ship? Who is
Yeah, there's a
he?
lot.
Who is
Nothing
him?
good.
Yeah, there's a lot happening on Booker's face. Does it
It's
say
no.
does it say anything about anything this prisoner would have owned if it belonged in any of the lockers down here or anything like that?
Looking through if he can find a file, anything else with like her name on it. There's like a short blurb, but it doesn't really say much. It does say though that they don't have any personal effects that would be worth keeping with the person.
And this whole time my necklace has no reaction, correct?
No, not really.
Damn. I think Booker just kind of like silently walks out of the room and just kind of like keeps looking around the ship for anything until the party's ready to leave.
Um,
Not
Schmidley's
really
gonna
talking or
move
saying
to
anything.
another screen real fast and start scrolling and say out loud, kind of to himself, really, but maybe if we can find some like video recording from any of these security cameras, maybe we can find out who they're talking about. Um, to which there is a small recording that does come up. It is through that camera that is still active in the prisoner cells. The there is like a small like window of like the what is it called? Oh, just like the crew quarters. But during this, it's like a like a 23-second video. It's not a lot. You do see some of the officers running through like the crew quarters, but on that other cam that looks over the detention corridor, you see like the heavy blast doors. There's Federation guards, and there is a person who is restrained in the cell at the end of the hall. That person, you can kind of see them through the bars a little bit there, kind of like peering around the corner, like down toward the main door here. Nope, that's It's not the right tool. So, laser pointer. They're going to be in this cell down here. And you can kind of see them looking off this direction toward the door. They don't appear to be like in shock or afraid as they're watching. The couple of the guards, you notice them look immediately towards the door. When suddenly the ship shakes violently in the shot, and you see the emergency lights start. There is a guard who shouts hull breach, and it doesn't come from the guys down here. It's someone else passed out here. You'll see like the camera jitter a little bit as there is an explosion and then another. And then it begins to be, the room begins to fill with smoke due to the breaches. And through the smoke, kind of about here, I would say, the camera picks up a humanoided figure. It appears to be his, like, the back of him, as the camera kind of sits like here and looks down. It is, you can't really make out much other than he is, bipedal, humanoid. But there does seem to be like a massive spear that rests over one shoulder. Kind of got longer hair that's kind of swaying in the flames of the explosions. Bit of like ash is flying through the clip there. But there's no dialogue or anything like that. It just shows him kind of walking slowly through the smoke down this direction. But that's when it cuts. You do see a few like flashes of light before it cuts that one can only presume would be probably somebody shooting, but that's it.
DM, do I recognize the spear?
Yes.
There is like a look of like you guys have probably seen Booker scared. There is a look of like deep fear on his face as he watches that before he turns around and leaves the room and will walk over to that cell that he saw on the camera.
Dahlia will jog after. Scamper, really. Probably a more accurate verb. She won't speak, but just seeing you in that fear, she just remains close by. Sees
Yeah.
what is next.
When I go to this cell, what does it look like now? Like knowing that, like with the context of that.
It, in a way, almost kind of makes sense why this cell was the only one that looks pristine. There's no kind of way to describe how long this transport had been going on. But for most of the other cells, people, you typically went out of their way to, like I said, they would inscribe names or something on the inside of the walls, or try to, move stuff around forcefully or punch holes and do stupid shit. But this particular cell, when you guys investigated them before, was entirely clean. There were no tally marks on the wall. There was no personal effects shoved in a corner or something. It was like the person in here had completely just sat there and took it. They really didn't contemplate much. Or maybe they contemplated a little too much to paralyze them. I don't know. But it's It's more eerie now knowing that there was someone in there and there's no sign of a person.
And it doesn't appear that it was broken open.
No,
anything
so
like
when
that.
you guys had originally come down here, all of these doors were open. Almost like
Right.
someone had hit the, you know, emergency button that frees all the prisoners.
Right. Do I now understand how that locker was open or broken into?
It
Like,
makes
do I
a lot
understand
more
what weapon was
sense,
used?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you Booker probably had suspicions before, but now it definitely makes sense.
Yeah, he was a little bit like la di da, maybe. Now he's like, oh,
Maybe.
okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, Booker just kind of stands there, looking at this, and just kind of a little bit trying to catch his breath in this moment.
After a good like 15-20 seconds, Dahlia will walk up and put her hand on your shoulder. You expecting something here?
No, I was just trying to see if anything got left behind by the prisoner that was here. I think that we should all get off this ship.
That seems to be the vibe that's going about. It's not as though anything on the ship wants us here either. You all right?
You can clearly tell he is like very shaken in this moment, and he just like kind of looks at you but can't really make eye contact with you, and he just says, yeah, I'm all right. I do think it would probably, I feel like we found everything that we could find on this ship. So I do think that maybe we should get going sooner rather than later before anything else shows back up. And he like quickly begins trying to get back down the hallway. Try to,
She'll follow
yeah.
after, but then just give a little. You okay if we circle back to that video that had you shaken once we're back on the eclipse?
Yeah, sure. He says that, but like still not really looking at you as you guys make your way out.
First things first, we'll get you safe, eh?
Get us all safe, you know.
Absolutely.
And then he would just try to convince everybody to leave if everyone is willing.
Yeah. I think we've got most things. I'd like to take one more peek at the lockers and maybe spend about 10 minutes here seeing if there's anything left over. Since there apparently was someone here and I missed it. Oh,
think-
the silence.
I think Booker goes up, like, even if no one's following him, he goes up to the floor that they left at, and he's just like waiting by the door now.
To avoid anyone going off alone, she'll trot alongside.
Okay.
And then, God.
Yeah.
Once it's just Sirius and I here, I'm going to go ahead and cast Clue with Ritual. And it'll allow me to pick up any fingerprints, footprints, etc. that have been in the area within the past 10 days.
I'm sorry, what? One more time, what does it do?
Hold on, I can't click the exact thing. Cast a spell. All footprints and fingerprints within a 30-foot emanation originating from you become highlighted and glow faintly for the duration. which is 10 minutes. Cast a spell, could choose any point in time up to 10 days ago. Only footprints or fingerprints left between the time and present will be highlighted. So I'd choose like either the day before or the day of that happening.
Okay.
video?
Yeah. So what you would see for the most part is there are a pair of where's my laser pointer? There are a pair of footprints that kind of sit like back here. Their feet are together and they don't really move. There's not really any fingerprints. It looks like whoever was in here, they didn't really plan on going anywhere. There's not really too many places to go. But normally in a situation like this, you'd probably see more of like a pacing or circles or something in here. It was just they were just sitting there.
Yeah.
Before obviously leading up to them finally getting up and looking out the cell door.
And was the cell door touched by either side? The person who walked up to it or the person that might have touched from the inside?
You might have seen there may be some fingerprints on the inside, but not on the outside.
Okay. So this will just go in and basically make a copy of the fingerprint, like almost perfectly. And then
Okay.
actually I can make a roll for that if you'd like. Because well, I have some proficiencies with things, but
I was like, what proficiencies do you have?
currently the one that would be most applicable is the disguise kit, other than my language abilities.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you add proficiency on there if you want to roll me like investigation check.
Okay.
Can I provide the help action
Sure.
for his role? Yippee.
You've been so quiet and following, I forgot you were actually here.
Yeah, I guess I'm going on some meeting.
Did that roll?
Wow. You got a natural 20.
Yes.
Okay. I can't see my own roll, but that's cool. Nat 20 plus the 10 would make it a 30, plus proficiency makes it a 33.
You're getting the Eliora treatment where it rolls
Axel,
your
if you're only
dice, but
level
it doesn't
6.
show in the chat.
Huh. That's weird.
You rolled a 20 and a 10 though. So yeah, you're able to lift
And
the
then
prints
proficiency is
pretty
3.
easily.
Yeah.
They're pretty clear. So it's not too much you
Okay.
have to worry about on that.
That was excessive for a fingerprint, but
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, a piece of packing tape could have done the same thing, but yeah, you were meticulous.
So 12 minutes later, you follow us up to the next floor because you ritually cast that.
yep.
Fantastic.
Above board, I was hoping for the other dude's fingerprints, but sticky tape. Grab more fingerprints.
If I may, God, in the time in which everything was just going on with them downstairs, may I have one final attempt on figuring out where that kind of content feeling is coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Fingers
Great.
crossed. Oh well.
I don't know if we want fingers crossed. We're gonna see.
No. I want sparks flying. Roll good.
We'll see. Other question: how close? I know Noct is currently in the other room. Is he kind of doing his own thing, kind of like searching through the boxes upstairs, seeing what he can rifle through in the other room?
I think he's in sleep
Great
mode.
answer, bro.
Joey,
I have food in my mouth.
He's
I'm
dead.
so sorry. Hold on.
The
so he's in
panic
the
is
other
so
room
real.
eating.
I wasn't
Joey
expecting to
rated
get called
the,
on.
the mess
Sorry.
hall.
Noct is over there eating gun parts. Well, he found the gunpowder.
Yeah,
Spicy.
yeah. I'm looking through the boxes trying to find anything valuable.
Great. Fantastic. That's all I needed to know. As Ramiel is searching here, again, and it really looks really funny because I don't think he's physically looking for anything. It's kind of like searching the space. As he takes out the crystal that he had plucked from the echo predators. Not sure if you can hear me. I know this is weird. I'll make a proposition. I know you're a bit in need of wanting a bit of magic, and well, we know that this has a bit of magic in it. So, if you can let me know what is making you so content, I will gladly consume the magic.
You're not really gonna get a response, to be honest with you. There's kind of like a yearning, but it's not. It is unusual that you're not getting a response, but it seems like whatever the yearning is for that they're having is a little different than what you've been led to believe from what you've been told before. If that makes any sense. I think I just went in a circle.
I was like, no, not really. I guess I'm a little lost on that. Yearning, I guess, like in this kind of yearning, is it like for a place or a thing, or like
the designation is still like power, but this is not this is from something specific that they can't quite share with you for a couple of reasons.
fucking bastard. Then I'm gonna roll. It was really
Like, you
hoping.
can try and get him to tell
I guess
you.
can I just no, don't do that. Well, yeah, that was kind of his bargaining there, in a sense, was that he was willing to and now I'm going to share this, which a lot of people have not been aware. He's going to siphon the magic from this crystal here for any kind of response or any kind of actual like answer.
Okay.
Do you want to like persuasion check on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
$17.
I will say that you get like a partial answer. That answer being, I was like, should I use the creepy voice or what? I don't even know if I have one queued up.
With a creepy voice.
It's okay.
I mean,
boy.
you don't have to use the cryptic voice.
No, he has.
Listen,
He's
when in
obligated.
doubt, I can always use the dragon voice that no one can hear
This
me
is
say
not the
anything
right
through.
sticky note.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what?
What the
I did not understand anything.
That was awesome though.
I hate to break it to you, babe, but I definitely didn't understand
Yeah,
any
no,
of
I
that.
told you no one ever understands anything that comes out of the thing's mouth, which is really, really funny. I just wanted to do it just because it was funny. Yeah, no. He's definitely. You do kind of feel something like awaken after you siphon the power of this crystal, but it seems like the answer given back to you is not entirely the answer that you're looking for. They require more power, but the power that they are seeking is closer than they can really describe, but they don't know what it is. I think this is probably why you're gonna get a partial answer, is mostly because the entity itself or whatever this is that lives within you that says things, uh, because it's kind of spooky. They don't really
Thing two.
Yeah, I guess thing two is a good way to describe it. So we don't get you and your other you mixed up. Yeah, thing two is probably more theorizing. It's like what they're searching for. It doesn't have a description, so they can't just be like, "Oh yeah," and make sure you get a box of popsicles while you're at the store. Like it's I just have like a really bad headache and a little bit of a sunburn, and a popsicle would feel really nice right now. It's more like there's an overwhelming amount of power that can do God knows what. God's all of them know what. But I can't tell you what it is because I don't know what it is currently. Like a power that size, it could be literally in the form of anything. So they can't give you a physical description of anything. But they do feel it growing closer. They just don't know what it is they to take, to absorb, to do anything with. They recognize. I will say also in addition that they will share is that this does feel whatever this power is that they're yearning for currently, and probably more so than you've ever felt. You can kind of feel it because they are a part of you. Thing too. It feels like familial, like you have history with this, or at least the thing two does, or maybe you do. I don't know. If you do, that's crazy work, but
I don't think so.
don't know your
Nothing
life.
that he's aware of. I mean, yeah, no, again, getting an answer was really all he wanted, even if it was extremely as vague as it could possibly be. Because it kind of just makes him aware of, I guess, what might be coming, in that sense too. Yeah, I mean, in that moment, obviously he would have definitely held his end of the bargain, and would have made sure that Noct, nor anyone else was coming in, as he did remove his gloves to siphon the magic from the crystal. As he's doing that, though, I think he would recognize, even just looking at the palm of his hands, which he usually keeps those gloves on, but as he looks at them, he's noticing just the mass of what was just kind of fading of the color through the skin has become just almost pure black. And with that, he just puts his gloves on. And I think around that time is probably when everyone starts coming up. As he, he'll hear all the commotion of everyone. Seeing everyone, he just kind of takes a pause. He's like, "Well, is everyone done searching?"
Yeah, I think we found everything. We can get going. If everyone is ready.
No time
I'm
like
fine with
present,
that.
I suppose.
A while back, I didn't do it then because there's a lot going on, but Cygnus would have incited Booker when they noticed the video and their reaction to it.
For sure.
Just to get a general vibe of like, do you know the person? Were you afraid of them specifically? What do you?
Right.
Yeah. I can throw that roll real quick. Probably not gonna be great. Insight's not my highest, but
Oh yeah.
I mean,
14.
I would say like honestly, you wouldn't really need to roll. Like he is not actively thinking to try to hide it in that moment. It's such a shocking moment. But you see like a look of uh recognition on his face, both for the figure that was in the prison cell and then also the figure approaching the prisoner.
Okay. Huh. I'll file that away, but not a lot I above or in character can do with it right now.
But when the first figure, he seemed to like uh expect it. I mean, still there was like a level of shock and recognition, but like it was less so. The second figure, though, there was like that was when it became very shocking, and that was when the kind of fear kicked into his
Yeah.
expression.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fear was very obvious,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the rest of it, Cygnus was just trying to get a feel for the rest that he didn't pick up as easily.
Yeah. All right, guys, we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yippee!
Booker will just kind of wave. He will kind of wave everyone else out first and pop his helmet on before the door opens. Obviously.
Uh, Cygnus was waiting last. He doesn't have a helmet.
Oh shit! Do you need to breathe?
Yeah. I'm
Fuck.
still
I got
living.
you. Here. Dahlia takes her little collar off with the bubble
Oh.
and puts it over Cygnus.
What, Cygnus is like, hey, what about you?
The galactic hero will get me across. Don't sweat it, mate.
Okay. Thank you.
She's got her own helmet.
Cygnus definitely getting ready to spend one of his high level spells just to get across. Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
We're
it's
all
your
heading
magic
back.
or hers. Either way, I suppose.
He definitely just says thank you.
Off you trot, mate.
And yeah, I suppose we start
We
heading
gotta
out.
do all our silly rolls to try to cross
Oh
the
God,
rope again.
that's right.
Are we
I forgot
proceeding
y'all
the
had to do
exact
all
same
those.
way?
I think so. Booker is gonna try to go last, though.
I mean, you theoretically could also radio over that the integrity of the I'm never gonna know what this button is. Can we just call it a giant door? We'll call it a
Bay,
Yeah, the
airlock.
door.
bay, airlock. Those are all good words. I like
Landing
those
bay,
words.
whatever.
Yeah, it's in working conditions. They could pull the ship up to it. That's a possibility as
But
well.
this way's so much more fun.
If
I'll
you
definitely
guys
call
want
for
to
the.
just
I'll
jump
definitely
for it, I
no.
mean, that's
I'm
And
calling the
Ramiel's
captain.
not. Yeah.
As they've gathered here, Cygnus is like, is your captain okay with me coming aboard? I don't.
I think we knew you were
Probably
here,
not,
right?
but
We've taken in
Well-
a couple of strays, and so far she hasn't yelled at us, so I think it's all right.
Just under his
she's
breath.
one more stray into.
"Strays?"
This might be the final straw, though.
Yeah, this
Or
is
the
the
final
last stray we're
stray.
picking up. The ship's getting a
we
little
did
too
not
crowded.
Bring Schmidley. We didn't grab Schmidley.
Yeah, he put himself here.
Schmidley wasn't taking no for an answer.
Schmidley moved in himself.
He set down his bags and everything and didn't say anything. Yeah, if you guys hail the ship and let them know that they can absolutely pull up, they will do so. So the transport process doesn't require running, jumping, grappling, or doing anything crazy. It's just a matter of just jumping over the gap. Not too terrible. But the good news would be that it would get you guys back on the ship, which now we can go to.
Home.
We're back home.
Where the fuck am I? Oh, there.
I've been talking and muted. Motherfucker.
Devastating.
Oh, damn.
Imagine.
It's okay. I didn't have anything important to say. Oh. I suppose I should.
As we get on board, Booker would come over to Cygnus and say, did you need to be dropped off somewhere or anything? Or are you sticking with Sirius?
I'm pretty sure any comm station would work for what my employer wanted. So if you'll all have me, I suppose if Sirius is staying.
Well, we definitely appreciate you helping us out in that fight, so I think an extra pair of hands would be great if you're up for it.
Yeah. You all seem like you bump into interesting things often. As he's like looks at Sirius and then thinks about the situation he was in. Oh.
Yeah, after that, Booker will just kind of quietly head to the crew quarters so he can rewrap his hands because his hands are exposed currently.
All right. Is there anybody else doing anything specific?
Go ahead.
No, you go right ahead. I was just gonna say if Dahlia might potentially follow up with Booker about it now, but if he is going off and seems like he would rather have some privacy right now, then she would respect it.
you're nicer than Ramiel.
Crazy work.
Because I was like, we could go both harass him at the same time, but if you want to be respectful.
I think also before Booker leaves, he'd probably ask if somebody wants to tell the captain that Cygnus is on board
Yeah,
and it's gonna be staying here. But he's like, but I'm busy, and then walks away. So if
Because
somebody else
Cygnus would
wants to
definitely
go,
also be like, "Can someone lead me to the captain's quarters office? So I can have
Ramiel
his."
nose goes and walks away.
Dahlia will side eye the nose and just take a glance at Cygnus and Sirius and give a beckon. Come on, mates. And lead them off towards the captain. I can't drag my goober.
Where's your
I
goober?
got it.
There's your goober. And we can get to that when order of events happen. Whoever's covered first.
I mean, y'all can go first if you want to. Whatever. It doesn't.
Let's say should be fairly short. Just hopefully.
I was like, I will say that more than likely Zara's gonna be up on the bridge.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, so you guys don't have to like knock on any awkward doors or anything. But you would also probably see Echo out here as well, as they seem to be working on trying to figure out a way, if they can, to uncover any more of those like audio logs or video logs or anything else that they can scrap from the ship itself. But as you guys walk up, Zara will acknowledge you. Well, mostly you don't. Yeah. But at a mere understanding of, in the most Zara stoic way possible, there's a undertone of appreciation that you are alive.
That's good.
Yeah.
Always love an undertone of appreciation for life. I'll take that. You know, I think I should have been hearing more conversations with that undertone on the ship.
She doesn't give it out lightly, so you know it's more of like a pat on the back, like "good to see you back" kind of. But like that's more appreciation and admiration than she normally gives people. So you know.
Captain, I'm pleased to report that this expedition actually had a 115% survival rate. We came back with more people than we left.
That's awesome.
She kind of just like looks past you at Cygnus, like, what? And who is this?
Dahlia will step to the side and gesture with hands for him to introduce himself.
Hello, Cygnus. They found me on the ship. Had a previous job there. Bit of a archaeologist slash investigator when times are hard. They said it'd be probably okay if I came aboard. This is me checking in formally.
And what would you have to offer this crew?
Well, I've got fairly decent investigative skills, as well as I'm well versed in identifying and handling of magical objects.
Any criminal history?
God. Do I have any criminal history?
Not that you know of.
Then he will confidently say, no, nothing that. No.
What kind of personal skills do you have? Surely you are able to take care of yourself as you appear to be alive and healthy and well after
Ah,
recent
uh,
situations.
are you asking if my skills in combat?
Outside of skills of combat.
I can fend for myself, and um, I can escape if I need to.
Hmm. Would you leave this crew if things got difficult?
Seeing as a good friend is aboard, no.
You have a good friend aboard. Who is this friend?
Um, from what I understand, he is one of the other strays. Looks at Talia. That was picked up.
Hmm.
Serious?
How do you know this series?
We have worked together before. He was more of the uh combat aspect, while I was the, again, archaeologist.
What affiliation, if you don't mind me probing? She says, fully
Um,
out
I
with
tend to
chest.
not I tend to not tie myself to affiliations, and I do not believe at the time Sirius was a part of one for that. We work together fairly often because when you do those sorts of mercenary work, you get paired.
Was this all contractual? Or was this freelance work?
The vast majority was freelance.
Hmm. What do you gain by what you do?
What I gain, I am personally in it for knowledge, as well as on occasion, should I come across something I feel uh, wouldn't benefit anyone, to dispose of it. Some cursed objects can only cause harm and not good. So to get rid of them before they can do that harm is a service.
Hmm. This is true. I do know of a few organizations that do very similar work. I guess to be sure, I will ask you the same question that I have asked the previous newcomers aboard. What we do here is not exactly by the books, and it is extremely dangerous. But the payout can be extraordinary if that is something that you are up for. I should also like to know if things get out of hand, are you willing to stay with the crew and die with its secrets? Regardless of
Most of
what
us
you may
haven't
find.
died, to be clear,
To be
though
clear,
there are a lot.
Most?
yes. Most.
I hazards. Um, Cygnus did look like slightly excited at the fact that you get paid for doing dangerous shit. Like you might not be as used to that. uh, but the answer, I shall endeavor to do my best. I cannot make guarantees because there are far too many ways to pull information from people, not limited even to just magic, but artifacts. But should it be within my power, I shall do so.
She's kind of just gonna like cross her arms and kind of look you up and down for a moment. not in like a physical judgy way, just in a very rather assessment way of how you may or may not be able to carry yourself here with what we deal with. What seems like on a regular basis. Um Kind of slowly probe a little bit and just very undertoningly, almost like in a rhetorical way to herself, but kind of question out loud. And with a wanted level, how would you fare with that?
Wanted by like the Federation?
Amongst others.
Eh. Their rules and guidelines are a bit mixed up anyway. I've probably done a thing or two that should have ended up with a wanted level, but was they like to collect even what could hurt them. So I'm fine not being on their good side.
Many could say that is what we all are doing. But yes, be very careful about how you feel with their rules openly, as we do have one of their own aboard. I do not think that he will have a problem. But be wary.
Right. It's the Schmidley.
Correct.
I would made that very apparent.
I'll say it to his face. Your shit stinks. In Ramiel's case, he can smell it.
Oh, Blue Jay can smell it. Well, no, I think Ramio probably could pick it up too. Actually, come to think about so far, this man's educated guess on everything. Oh, I've got you pegged, buddy. Don't worry.
Hey, yo. You're supposed to keep that for the private quarters. Anyway. I suppose if the grilling is done, Cygnus will actually try to help them with their getting information.
Yeah. So tell you to get comfy, but not too comfy, and try not to make many waves while you're here. But she will dismiss you.
Cygnus doesn't say anything, but definitely thinks about the crew members he's met so far and his own suspicions about them. And it's like, right, because I'm going to be making the waves.
Right.
Nox doing a vessel dancing.
I'm just trying to pet him.
I see.
Animal handling, buddy, because he does not like you.
I know.
I know.
Lucifer's like backed in a fucking like a cupboard and like all puffed out and like hissing and swatting.
That's why he keeps going in and backing up. That's not helping. There's no way that's helping.
No, it's getting to the point that I think Lucifer is just gonna flat out like jump onto Nox's face, scratch, like just like rapidly scratch to climb to the top of his head, then jump off and run.
Oh my god. It's turned into
And he
like a
goes
Jason
wherever
Bourne
Lucifer
movie
goes.
really fast.
He's in the fucking vents or some shit.
Yeah.
He's in the
Don't
wall.
go in there.
He's in the goddamn
There's still an unknown blob on the ship. Don't go in there.
How do you know
Somewhere
that?
Val
Yeah,
from
no.
beyond is screaming.
You don't know that.
Does anyone hear that?
Silently, because he can't speak.
True. It's just in the void.
Don't let the blob get access to Val's skull. Bad things might happen.
Oh no. Ramiel, though, as you enter, Booker would be sitting on his bunk, finishing up rewrapping his hands, and just kind of clearly deeply in thought, and still kind of shaken.
Ramiel would kind of, and I'm so sorry. Is he on the bottom bunk or top bunk? My brain
Top
just
bunk,
absolutely
baby.
deleted.
That's where he's always. At.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's where he can hide.
I-
You know, if somebody breaks in.
Yeah, for sure. It's like under the covers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Catman can't get me up here. You know what I mean?
Ramiel will kind of do the same thing that he's done before, which is kind of like climb up the ladder a little bit, but he's not gonna fully climb up and on. He just kind of hangs over there. You seem a bit shaken. You were very interested in investigating that ship, and then you were wanting to leave very quickly.
And he takes like a long, like thoughtful beat before his eyes finally find yours, and he says, "Cards, can I ask you for a favor?"
I mean, we've seemed to be on a lot of those, but sure.
Could you pull a card for me?
You want okay. And Ramiel will pull out his deck. Hold on, because now I have to get my shit. I didn't open up all my sheets.
I'm sorry, man. I should have prepared you for that.
I didn't have all my stuff ready. I was not prepared for that.
I knew I was gonna have him ask this too. I should have told you in advance.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm getting everything. I'm getting everything. If you would like, you feel free while he's shuffling. You can roll 1d79 and then 1d2.
How do you roll again in this chat?
I think it's just /r and then space, and you put 1d and then.
Okay, I see.
If it's
79
just
and then
one
2.
static roll of a dice, you don't have to put the 1 first. Just roll the D, whatever. And it'll just roll.
Oh, yeah. Then you could roll d79 and then a d2.
$11 and 2.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second here, because I'm doing my shuffling. Okay, 38.
Does Ramiel have, like, does he do this while on the bunk, or do we have to, like, leave the bunk?
No, he I mean, he's again not fully on the bunk, but halfway up, and so he's just kind of standing, kind of again leaning over more so the bunk. But he's definitely shuffling the deck in his hands before offering, obviously, the cards to Booker for him to pull one. Which what Booker would pull is the 2 of Cups, but in reverse.
Fuck off. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I shuffled my
That's
stuff too.
that's crazy. But Booker doesn't know, so he's just looking. He's as he pulls that card and he shows it to you. He's just like, in previous times where you've done this with him, like there's been like a deep on edge sort of curiosity, but there was almost a fantasy sort of, I don't know how to describe it. Like he was like curious in a way that like a kid is curious about a magic trick is sort of the vibe that he's had previously. And this time when you do it, there is like a a much deeper desperation to the answer.
Well, what is it that you're wanting from this? I mean, I can give you the general meaning of this card, but it depends on what you're looking for.
Um I'm my question is about a certain person and what they are currently dealing with.
Um, well, eh, typically in this situation, the Two of Cups reversed means separation, rejection. It could be imbalance, emotional distance, withdrawal, basically any sort of isolation.
So nothing good. So essentially what you're telling me here.
Uh, it mm, not intentionally. If it's a sort of action, um, it could mean wanting to address issues, maybe set boundaries, open dialogue, stuff like that. But it's typically not in this position seen as good.
And what would the general description of that be? It's the card, I guess.
Well, if it's upright, it means partnership, unity. But when you put it upside down, it's that separation, the isolation, the distance.
Right. Um I think I need to do you know where everyone is?
Um, I think I saw Dahlia handling the new person. As for everyone else, I mean, they're on the ship.
Booker will raise his communicator and he'll say, can everyone meet me in the mess hall if you're available? It's somewhat urgent.
Copy.
And then he'll just kind of I mean, if Ramiel moves, he'll make his way down.
I think before Ramiel moves, he is kind of like trying to read Booker there for a second, like just trying to collect what he's observing.
I would say
He
yeah. I was gonna say I mean, he seems like after that, there's like he's sort of come to a conclusion. Like there's there was sort of like a shakenness that's still kind of there, but it seems to have settled some, and his eyes are having a hard time making eye contact, which usually he's pretty good about eye contact, but in this moment it's a little hard and yeah.
Yeah, I think definitely like Ramiel looks like he wants, and obviously Booker probably, I don't know because he's not making eye contact. I don't know if he fully sees, but it does look like Ramiel was going to try to press or like even try to get an understanding of what might be happening before, but he just kind of puts the card back into the deck and puts the deck into his pocket before stepping off and waiting for Booker.
Yeah. He'll just kind of stand in the mess hall, just kind of anxiously fiddling with his necklace, waiting until the group reconvenes, if everyone is reconvening.
Cygnus, mess hall's this way.
Was that okay?
Dahlia's in the middle of giving him a tour.
And this is where I keep my guns. If I had.
Yeah, does
I
Dahlia
keep
still
my
have all those
guns stored.
fucking...
Oh yeah, I have to imagine. Yeah, hell yeah, I do.
Are they all hung up in your escape
I was
pod?
like, I think at this current
Like on
moment in
display?
I don't
time,
think I've
Dahlia
been
has
back.
the
I
most
think
guns.
yeah, I don't think I've gone back to my pod yet. I think the moment we got on the ship, Booker was like, "Someone take these people to the captain," and so Dahlia and her 4 rifles lead them all to the
Hell yeah.
bridge.
That's fucking so awesome. Okay.
I like that Zara doesn't question it either, just like a nod of approval.
These are so fucking heavy. I can't stand this. One of you giant men, please take some of these guns.
I'm just a
Uh,
girl.
No, I wouldn't go that far. That's being very reductive. But he is a good 1.5 feet taller than me.
This is true. This is true.
Cygnus just holds open the bag all day.
Right in.
Right, you can hold these for now, and then once Booker's finished disclosing whatever needs, I'll be needing these back in my pod. Oh, right, to be clear, I don't sleep with the rest of the crew. I have the port side escape, the starboard side escape pod to myself. Anyway, yeah. Here's
He looks like
a
he
mess
has
hall.
things to say and nothing to say at the same time.
As the group sort of groups up in here, Booker takes a deep breath and he stands up on one of the little benches on the... I'm imagining this is like cafeteria tables is what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have in my head. So he's standing up on like the bench seating.
Is
So he's a little bit
like,
more eye
crew
contact with
joined
people.
too? Like Ironjaw, Captain, Echo, anyone else join us since it was over the
There's a
communicators, or just our
probably.
group?
I would say that most likely, Ironjaw is the one that's in here currently. There might be some whispers outside, but kind of close listening, but not in the room. Hands in pockets, walking back and forth. I'm not listening. What are you talking about?
So, what we found on that ship, the prisoner on board, her name is, well, I knew she went by a lot of names. Most people knew her as the Switchblade. I knew her as Kira Velis. Federation seems to know her as Kira McAllister. But she was somebody that I knew personally.
To what end?
We worked together for a while.
Is she part of the church?
Oh no, she was I think Booker kind of eyes Schmidley like he's not really sure if he should be saying this shit in front of him.
Dahlia
He's
kind of like looks back and just nods and goes, "Oh, okay, yeah."
But I think Booker just thinks like fuck it. He probably already knows. I mean, no, he definitely already knows. So he just continues and he says, "She was she was one of a leading member of the Voidborn Syndicate, and
Oh,
I worked for her for a while, and I haven't seen her in like 4 years, but I knew her, and we were uh, we we worked together, and the person who invaded the ship on that video that we watched, the guy who seemed to be leading the charge with the spear and all that, that is um my old commander with the Ashen Flame.
oh.
And I never in my entire life expected those two paths to cross, and I am uh he was not the easiest to be underneath at the time of when I was a part of the Ashen Flame, and I don't know why he would be looking for her or chasing her or anything like that. It doesn't make any sense to me. And everything that we're reading about her being some kind of weapon, that's not, from what I knew of her, that's not how she was. She was just a normal, I mean, she wasn't normal, but she was normal in the way that all of us are normal, if you understand. And I don't know why he took her or where he took her or what, but I feel as though that I need to find her. And I feel as though that may require me to leave this ship temporarily, hopefully.
Uh, if that's what you have to do, I can't imagine any of us will fault you for stopping. But do you know? Does she have any unique capabilities or insights that you can imagine the Ashen Flame would want?
No, other than her connection to me, from what I am aware, she had no tie or relation to the Ashen Flame. I mean, and she knew I was Ashen Flame. That was not a secret. So, I don't know. She was a little secretive, but I imagine she would have brought it up at some point. We knew each other for a long time, so I don't really anyway, I don't know, don't think she has any connection to the Ashen Flame, and by terms of abilities, from my experience, I she was a hell of a fighter, but in the normal sense, not in some great cosmic weaponry type of sense. So I really don't know, and it's I I don't know.
And you think perhaps that your connective tissue is it? Do you can I do either of them, either your commander or this former acquaintance of yours, Do they have any reason to be connecting to one another on your behalf?
No, I literally don't. I expected that maybe we would find some sign of her, but when he showed up, I haven't seen him in like 10 years or something. It's been so long. I don't understand why those two paths would intersect. Literally, the only connection I know of is me. But I was I was nobody to either of those people. So it can't be me. It has to be something else.
Well, I hope you're able to figure out whatever that thing is.
Yeah, me too. But I wanted you to know that I think that I think I need to, and I want you to know that I have every intention to come back.
You'd better.
You kind of like look over your shoulder, and Ironfall's just kind of like, he was trying to like pretend like he was getting something from the cupboards or something, and just kind of looking over back at you like, I was just starting to like you, man.
Oh, oh, I don't have any lead other than my commander taking her, and I don't know where else he would go than Ashkara, so I feel like I need to make a pit stop home. If you wanted to know a direction where I was going, and I can't imagine it is on the way, so anyway, I wanted you all to understand that, and hopefully none of this mess comes up again as you guys keep heading the way you are heading.
Hey, we can work on cleaning up each other's messes if they come across our path. But you'll get this squared away. I know you will.
Thank you, Dahlia.
Of course.
Booker is looking at everyone else in the room, seeing if there's any general reaction to any of this information, or if anyone has any recognition to what he's talking about. I don't know if I need to roll an insight check on like everybody or something.
I would say that there was just a brief, like very brief reaction from Ramiel when Booker mentioned that he would have to leave, and then from there it kind of can't even look up at this time.
Is there any reaction from Cygnus or Sirius about the mention of the Ashian Flame or the Voidborn Syndicate or Kira? If they recognize those or if they had any reaction to those?
Yeah, roll a insight for Cygnus at least. It's not high. He's not great at deception, so or even performance. So
Oh, I got a natural 20, but 19.
that's more than enough. Like 12 could have probably done that. But yeah, he looks like he's at least pieced together a few thoughts that he's been having. Like you've noticed he's looked at you a few times.
Yeah.
And looks like he's pieced together at least some of it. Like suspicions were confirmed. Not like he knows or is able to identify these people.
Right.
Just some things he thought were proven.
Was there any type of reaction to the mention of the Ashian Flame or the Voidborn specifically, or not? Or it was kind of just a general There was no personal
Um,
connection to those things.
No, no
Right,
personal
okay.
connection other than he's like, makes more sense now.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know if Sirius was gone for it, but if Sirius knew anything about anyone named Kira or the Switchblade or Ashen Flame or the Voidborn Syndicate, I was looking if there was any reaction from him.
Not necessarily. He was just surprised, I guess, at what was said, but there's no really like a connection between his expressions.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to the captain now and see how I should do this. But anyway, I won't bother you for the rest of the day. If but I'll make sure I say goodbye or whatever before I go. He'll just kind of slowly make his way out of the room and start heading towards the captain.
I would say while there's that little pause, Ramiel definitely would have probably been standing there for a while, even after Booker left, before just kind of turning and heading to the crew quarters and going to his little tent.
Cygnus slowly follows. To anybody close by, he's definitely doing something, but he's not like trying to catch up or looks like he's even trying to listen to what Booker says. Just headed in that direction slowly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the captain is currently doing, but Booker will wait for he will be like fiddling with his necklace the entire time and like waiting for an opportunity to speak up if she appears busy. I think he's like practicing what he wants to say quietly to himself as he's approaching her.
It'll feel like you're kind of being ignored for a moment as she is not necessarily like being aggressive with Echo, but it seems like there's a lot of like orders being delivered in not the nicest way possible, but not necessarily in
Damn, bro.
angry manner, just more of like a this is urgent kind of a thing.
Can I hear
Well,
any of it as I'm approaching?
yeah, it's more like we need to make sure that we're talking to Starfinder about making sure we need to be on a specific course. It cannot be uh like en route with any more surprises. We need to make sure that everything is set to go. If there is any kind of information that we can get off of that ship at all, we need to get it. Kind of a urgency.
Basically, she's like, I am not dropping him off, no matter what he asks in a roundabout sense.
Or if I have to, I swear to God.
I will kill anyone who asks me to pull this car over. Yeah, he will just kind of meekly sort of step up and go, Captain?
She'll just kind of like turn around really fast, like, what?
Could I talk to you for a moment? Maybe we could step in the office.
She'll kind of turn back to Echo, and she won't say anything, but Echo will kind of just like bow her head a little bit real quick, and then run to the comms room real fast. Expressionless as always, as androids are. Looking back toward you, Booker, she'll be like, Yes, let's go to the office.
I don't know if we've ever gotten a description of what her office looks like. I'm just curiously asking what her office looks like now. I don't think
Yeah.
I've been in here.
So she's got a little like kind of like a couch situation. But she's got a really big desk in here herself. It kind of like sits over. It's not the laser pointer. I'll figure this out eventually. Over in this area, kind of over here. It takes up a pretty good portion of the room. That's almost a good quarter of the room, to be honest. But she's got a couple different monitors. There's a data pad over on the couch. And she's got relatively a large collection of like physical books. These books are very old. But on her desk itself, typically it is neat and orderly. Not that I guess Booker would really acknowledge that just because they haven't really been in this room. But there are right this current moment in time a few different reports that have been printed out, a few different files that are kind of strewn across the desk itself, and a few holographic screens that are like recordings of like different transmissions that Echo has sent over. It's a bit of a mess in here right now. I know that sounds like
Are
a
there
normal
any-
person's desk, but that's messy for her. She's kind of like
Yeah.
a organizational freak.
Are there any sort of like military memorabilia or plaques or anything on this wall? Because I can't remember if that was something that was brought up with her character or not.
There's no military plaques at all. There are a couple different insignias that are not entirely displayed, but they're on some form of display. I mean, like she has them out openly. She doesn't exactly try to hide it necessarily. Um, that are kind of, I guess, to somebody a form of memorabilia, but also like a form of trophy. But there's insignia patches. Um, it's a wide range. There are a few of them that are Crimson Raider patches. Um, there are a couple of patches that seem discarded, not necessarily shown or displayed, but set aside that are Federation, but there's no like description or anything on it or anything like that.
Hmm.
But they don't hold any. By the way, they're discarded. It doesn't seem like she really cares too much about any of these. Um, there's that's the primary brunt of it, and there is a variety of them. It's not just like one of each. There are a couple different ones. As far as Syndicate goes, though, there's probably like 3 different sub faction patches that are there. But yeah, so I mean, she's got a couple different things in here. Couple different
And
like
DM, can
newspaper
you
articles flipped out.
anything about us?
No, not.
We didn't
current
make the
ones.
headlines anywhere.
I mean, not yet. I mean, you guys might be out there somewhere. I was like, the person to ask would be Schmidley.
To Schmidley, we've made the headlines in his heart negatively.
Depends
DM,
on who
can
you
you
ask.
remind me if I remember you told me that Kira had military tags.
Correct.
Was there any indication on those tags what they were associated with? Or was it just like her name and like some unit number and that's all I got from them?
Go ahead and make me one a perception check, and then if we catch it, I'll have you roll. Well, I mean, you could at that point.
It was 7.
Okay. Well,
I'll have you know it's wedged on the 20 in a corner for me.
It's a 20. Actually, never mind.
Unfortunately, it says 8,
Yeah.
therefore a
shit.
7.
Yeah. Hey, to be fair, I would have seen those a lot, right? So maybe advantage or something.
I mean, I'll give you
I'm just kidding.
advantage purely just because if you did see even the smallest bit, you would recognize it, but obviously not what it is. But I mean, at that point, you
It's
kept
okay.
those
Watch, I'll
efforts.
roll like a 2. Oh
Natural
shit!
20!
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Redemption.
Redemption.
So kind of like glancing over, underneath the like discarded patches that are kind of in a pile, you do see the glint, of one of the like a tag, and there is like a little chain that hangs from it, hanging down. Zara's gonna notice you looking around and everything, and specifically your eyes trained on where those patches are. And she'll ask, "Is there something you want to say?"
Um, sorry, DM. You're telling me that there is another set of dog tags here that are similar to Kira's, like have this a similar insignia on it?
It doesn't. So that's kind of the interesting part about the dog tags. They
Okay.
they have a very interesting inscription, but they are not of a language that you know, unfortunately.
Right.
But they're the information that typically, I mean, dog tags are meant for identification. Uh, because we live in future space, these are technically chips that can be scanned and they gives a little bit more than just your blood type and your social security
QR code.
number. So
Yeah.
yeah. um QR code, I guess, is a better way to put it. They're a little prettier than just a pattern box,
Yeah.
but yes, there is a pair that, or at least from what you can see, there's at least one.
And did Kira have 2?
Kira had 2, which typically, if you have 2, you would wear those as a single person who has not been deployed. Typically, if there's 1, it's been given
Okay.
to somebody post your leaving of this world.
Sorry, I just what are these from? And he'll point at the dog tags.
She'll kind of go silent, which I guess is not really uncharacteristic, but her face is kind of. This is like one of the few times where you'll kind of almost like she's gonna have an emotion about this before she turns cold again, and kind of just looks at you like it was somebody I used to know.
Do you know what they were serving under, or what battle it was, or anything like that?
She'll go over to pull the tags out, and kind of hold them for a second and look at the tag itself. You do notice at this point it is just one tag.
Mhm.
Before she says, "You are not familiar with standard issue Federation tags?"
There's a there's a holy shit reaction on Booker's face before he shakes his head and he goes, "No, I am not." Surprisingly.
This person is Actually, the ship belonged to them. That is how I acquired that these used to belong to. They were the pilot of this ship, and that is how Zara came to own it.
You were close with this person?
Very. We had a few rendezvous in places we were probably not designated to go.
I'm here because I don't know how quickly your crew reports back to you. But I called everyone in the mess hall because essentially, and I think he repeats essentially what he said in the mess hall about Switchblade, Kira Velas, Kira McAllister, his commander, the Ashian Flame, all that, and then says at the end of it, just goes, and I have somewhat of a debt to this person, and I feel it is my duty that I have to. Unfortunately, I don't want to take you guys off course or anything like that, and I know that your mission is very important, but I feel as though that I have to try to find her.
What was the last name again?
Well, I knew her as Velas, but the Federation knows her as McAllister.
Hmm.
Do you know that
There's
name?
like a moment where she like wants to say something, like she's having a thought of confliction before she kind of shakes her head like, probably not. She says no.
No. Booker.
No wrong
Step up.
answers. No wrong
Like,
answers.
wait, any information would be extremely helpful in this moment. Even if
There-
it's just a rumor.
There was one officer in the Federation. As far as I know, they are still a standing officer within the Federation, but to my knowledge, they bear no children, so there should not be any connection between these two individuals. But they do bear the same last name. If McAllister is the name of this person that you know.
The reason why I asked about those tags was because she had tags like that. So I feel like it's likely.
It is not out of the realm of possibility, but I would be very careful. That man is a very powerful man.
What's
Whatever
his
you are
name?
looking for.
His first name.
His name is Lucian. He is an admiral, to my knowledge now. But he does not leave the home base quite often, so.
With I don't know if I should try to go find him or if I should try to go find my commander.
both sound like very
would-
risky decisions.
Yeah.
Presumably, neither of them wish to see you breathing. Is that correct?
DM, I don't know Lucian, right?
No. Never
Okay.
even heard of the name.
I mean, one of them would know my face very well, and the other one would not. So I will say that my commander didn't necessarily hate me at the end, but I would prefer never to see him again. He scares the shit out of me.
This is like probably the most emotion you've seen out of her, and it's a emotion of kind of fearfulness out of your own well-being, purely because both of these are awful choices in her mind.
Right, yeah.
Like one will kill you. Sounds like he might kill you on sight. The other, she's almost guaranteed will imprison you and do horrible things. Not because of her knowing that this Lucian personally, but because they're a very important person. If you make it past the front door, I mean, that's impressive in itself. You may never even see that man if you step foot in Bastion Prime.
Right. Well, sounds to me like if I chase him, that's I mean, what would he know, to be honest? Right? If my commander is the one that took her, then I should chase him, right? I'm asking you like it matters, but I respect your uh time around the sun, so be is it.
Whichever you choose, it will be risky nonetheless. You don't know what either of these men could do. Do you have any confirmation that your commander has taken this person?
I mean, we saw a video of him breaking her out on that ship out there. I don't know what else that we could find. Do you think that we should go back, or
I think that regardless of what you choose, you should be careful. Sometimes people want you to
yeah?
see a completely different scenario.
I was hoping not to go back to Ashkara until I had stored all my shit away, but I owe her a lot, and I can't imagine leaving her there. I can't imagine him having any good reason for taking her.
If he is the one responsible.
Right.
It is not
Is there
immediately a lost mission for you. But would you be back?
that would be the plan. I would like to come back. I made you a promise, and I plan to stick to it. Plus, I got a lot of other debts that I need to pay off at the end of this, so ideally, I can finish the contract.
As most of us do. 'Cause, 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 If it were my decision, I would not have you go, as it would be a death sentence either way. But if this is what you wish and you feel confident, I can help you.
You can.
Depends on where you would like to land. There's only so many places we would be able to hide. Gizmo has been working on an invisibility shield for us, but that is, well, Gizmo is not always the most efficient worker.
Yeah, but he does good work.
Mm, it is
But,
sound when he can get it to work.
Yeah, I guess, is there any way that Echo or someone could see if I don't know. I'm not a incredibly smart person, but is there any way to see if a ship left that ship and the signal was emitted, or an escape pod left that ship, or something like that, that we could at least know a direction? Anything like that?
Hmm. Yeah, Echo could very possibly pull any kind of record from that. It would take a little bit of time, but nothing short of a few hours or so.
All right. And in terms of dropping me off, I would greatly appreciate that. And just whatever is fastest and en route, and doesn't slow you guys down or put you in any sort of danger, would be good for me. And I'll figure it out from there.
Very well. We will figure it out, Booker.
And hopefully we'll get back to you sooner rather than later.
And hopefully in one piece, preferably, yes?
Yeah, for sure.
It kind of looks like she wants to hug you, but she's not going to hug you. No.
There's Oh, you know what? After that, Booker will like stand up a little bit more straight, and he'll drop the necklace he's fiddling with, and he will give her a little salute. Thank you, Captain.
Of course. But we do not salute on this ship. Not anymore. She's gonna give
Which
you a brief moment of a bit of a smile here.
Booker is like mentally taking a photo of that and storing it away, and like putting like writing a little tally, like, yes.
That one was for me.
I will, I will get all the grumpy people to like me. I swear to God.
We're working on it. It's getting pretty close. I mean,
Yeah.
you got Iron Doll already too.
And I didn't even talk to that man that much.
True.
Uh, yeah, and if she's done, then Booker will make his way to Echo and ask her if there was any way to track any sort of direction of any kind of signal of a ship that might have been there a few days ago and left, or an escape pod or anything like that from that ship we just left.
Yep. She'll tell you that she can get right on that, and there is like a brief moment where she's kind of like looking toward like the captain's office, like, is the captain gonna be okay with that? But yeah, I mean, I can talk to her later. It's fine. It's probably fine. And she will get to work on that.
Mom said that you could find this for me, all right? That's why I'm asking.
It's fine. It's fine.
While that is going on, or at least getting started or whatever, other people are free to do other things, by the way. I don't want to make this the Booker show.
If ever there were a
That's
time,
okay. Make it the
I was
first
gonna
show.
say, yeah. Is there anything else anyone else is doing specifically?
Getting my guns back from Sirius and laying them all about my room.
How dare.
Eight.
I have the bag of holding. It's
Grace
I'm
will
sorry,
hand them back.
Wrong gay lover.
Yeah.
What's it like to have
We're-
your name messed up, huh?
Crazy work.
Huh?
Pretty devastating, isn't it?
Oh,
Breaks your heart.
shit.
I'm sorry. Did we meet before this?
Upon a dream, don't you remember?
Well, once upon a dream, I was a little fae that got torn apart by
Damn.
a dragon and a dinosaur.
Damn.
But for Ramiel, no. He's retreated to his tent. So if Dahlia and Sirius, oh wait, no, I mean Cygnus.
That's crazy.
would like to have their interaction, by all means.
I have a fucking airlock with you. Go into space.
Not the airlock.
Yeah,
I don't think it's much of an interaction. It's a gathering of weapons, yes?
Just emptying the things.
Hey, Dahlia could hit on you if she wants to. I don't know.
There's 28 sessions for me to hit on whoever I want to.
Bad, never mind. Don't hit on each other.
No, I will. I just need some time.
And we have plenty of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, if no one else is doing anything, then Booker will he'll make his way up to Knox, actually. I don't know if Joey is here or not. If not, I can move on.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
Good. I wanted you to know that I promise that I'm gonna come back. I don't like that you're alone right now, and I know we got new friends showing up and everything, but how are you dealing with your brothers and everything right now?
It's been tough. I miss them
Yeah.
every day.
Your brothers, none of them had an extra one of those whistles, did they?
An extra one of the whistles for me?
Yeah. Or for anyone.
Do I have any extra whistles on me, DM? I know I looted the bodies. I'm assuming I have their whistles.
Yeah,
I didn't know if they had whistles.
I don't know who had the whistles originally. Dondi.
I think Aaron.
Yeah,
Aaron
I was like, you
definitely had a
distributed
whistle.
them. I'm not sure what or how many were distributed.
Dang. If only we kept a tally.
Sorry, I was muted. I was downstairs. Aaron had 2 extra.
Okay. So I definitely have one on me, at least.
I was when these whistles are blown, can you tell who blows them? Or is it
No,
it's just an alert?
definitely not. Just an alert.
Shit. Alright.
And
Well,
I don't
I
think they go on forever. What's the range on the whistles?
I was told it's damn near infinite. That's why I gave Ren one. But I don't know.
Or not Aaron.
Yes, but it's not like interdimensional. Like you can't enter a different plane and use it. Like you
Right.
have to be in the same.
Plane of existence.
Yes.
Okay. But I definitely can't tell who has blown
No.
yeah. But I mean, if
It
everybody's here and
yeah.
somebody out there, it's probably you or Ren. Which either way would definitely be helpful to know.
I actually think that you should hold on to those and give them to the rest of the group here. The new guys. Schmidley probably really needs one. I imagine Sirius and Cygnus are gonna stick together. So but Schmidley, I would suggest giving him one of them. But I wanted you to know because I forgot to tell you after we left Everhome, but I gave mine to Ren, and I know that you're the only one that can hear the whistles. So if you hear that and everyone is accounted for, that is Ren, most likely. And I know this is a huge ask, but if you hear that, if you can do anything you can to either tell me, hopefully nothing happens while I'm gone, or again, this is a massive ask, but if you could get back to him, that would be. I would owe you everything and double that.
My friend, I'll do it for you.
Thank you. And Booker just holds out his hand like in like a shake.
Knox is gonna shake his hand, but he's also gonna in his palm there's gonna be another whistle for you.
But if I have one and I blow it, then you're not gonna know if it's Ren or if it's me, you know?
Still, it's better to know you're safe and he's safe.
Yeah, but I'm going a different direction.
Well, it'll be fine. I'll go to either one of you. If you blow it, I'll go to you. If he blows it, I'll go to him.
Does it have any reference of distance, like in terms of like loudness?
Oh,
Like
Loudest?
does
No. It's
shit.
not loud. It's only something. So when you're attuned to the whistle, only the people who are attuned to the whistle / have a whistle that was given directly by Aaron can hear the sound.
But like let's say that I was standing right next to you and then somebody was like on another planet and they blew the whistles. In your head, does it sound louder? Does mine sound
Oh,
louder than the person on the other
I
planet?
see what you mean.
Is it a
Yeah.
hot and cold type situation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Okay, sick. Okay. Well in that case, alright, then fine, I'll take it. But thank you, Knox. And he'll take it and he'll put the whistle in his pocket or whatever. You please don't die while I'm gone.
him to you, bud.
I'll do my best. And he'll just kind of like fist bump Knox before he makes his way down to go find Dahlia.
Come on in.
Hey,
Welcome to the armory.
is it like all on the wall?
I think at this point she kind of just has like a pile of guns in the middle of the floor, and you like as you come in, she has her hands on her hips and she's like looking at the wall to figure out where to put them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is it like that people have that projector that they put all their picture frames on the ground and then they project them on the wall so they can figure out like what way to organize them when they hang, like where to put the nails and stuff. That's kind of something like that. That's amazing. How many guns is it? Is it?
She's got like, I think it was what, 2 rifles, a pistol. So I think it's 3 guns. I think. I don't have.
Did you
Oh
end up
my god.
giving any to Ariana? Or
Uh,
no?
I imagine I'm pretty sure Ariana's gun is just better. Like
It's
if
just
we
overall.
learned that whatever I'm carrying would be an improvement on hers, then she can have it. But otherwise, I'm keeping this pod loaded.
You know what you should do is you should take all of these guns and you should weld them together and then like tie a string through all the triggers so you can shoot them all at once.
Super gun. Surely
Super
that
gun.
will work.
Yes.
I don't know anything about guns, but I don't have any weapon proficiencies, but I have to imagine that would work.
Well, maybe you could
Surely.
get Ariana to train you, in a downtime. I don't know if this ship has a shooting range actually. Maybe don't do that.
So what's up, friend?
First of all, how are you doing? It's been kind of a crazy few weeks.
Oh, sure. Well, we made it through that last bit. Simple enough. We haven't encountered any recent signs of anyone from my terrible secret past. Looks like you've had that about well covered for us recently. I think I'm doing all right.
I don't know if you want to talk about that, but is there any terrible people from your secret past that we should be looking out for?
Well, sure. You've all got your ears perked up for the Moonstone Foundation at this point.
Right. Yeah.
That should be it. Don't think I've made any other enemies beyond them. I hope not.
Yeah, I think it's only Aquamarine that's on the Federation's shit list, it sounds like. So you only half made an enemy, I guess.
Oh, what a relief.
Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to give somewhat of a goodbye. And also if I could ask you for a favor while I'm gone.
More of a see you soon, eh?
Yeah, see you soon. Of course.
Deal. What's the favor?
First of all, I know this is kind of a big ask, but and he like kind of hesitates for a moment, like he's not sure if he should say this, but finally he spits it out. Ramiel, something is going on with him. I'm not really sure what it is. And I think he was going to tell me, and I don't think he's going to tell me now. And I know that you might not have seen any of this, but there is a better person under there that's not an asshole. And I worry that when he's alone, that goes away a little bit. And my big ask is, if it's convenient to you, if you could just keep an eye out on him. I'm worried while I'm gone he's not gonna have anybody, and he's just gonna isolate himself. And I would just really appreciate if somebody was just keeping some eye on him and whatever he's dealing with in this moment.
The ask loses a bit of bigness if you preface it with, if it's easy or convenient or in your spare time. But
Yeah.
Have you seen something more of him, or is this like, look, I I'm all for the idea that we're all multifaceted, that we've all got a lot going on. And if you, I'll do it.
I mean, it sounded like you were going to ask a question about if I had seen anything worthwhile in him.
I sort of realized that your answer to that question wouldn't change the favor, whether you were holding out hope or you'd seen something that he'd been reticent to share with the class. Either way, I'd do this for you.
There is a clear sort of emotional reaction to the concept that Dahlia doesn't require proof to do something for him. And he just sort of takes a deep breath and impulsively like hugs her.
Yeah, she hugs him back. Her tails are perked up and flailing around like crazy after your reaction to her willingness.
As he pulls back, he just kind of like clears his throat awkwardly and just says, "Oh, thank you. It means a lot."
I hope I'll have some good news to welcome you back with.
I hope so too. And this is a very strange group, and you're one of the few people on board that understands that you don't have to be mean in space, and that's why I'm asking you of all people if you might keep your kind eye out for him, if possible. So I appreciate that. I know he can be a little difficult to talk to, and I'm not expecting you to pry, but just being open to keeping an eye out on him would be greatly appreciated.
This will be done, friend.
Thank you. And if I come back and you do make the mega gun, I want to see you shoot it. Just so
Do you? Yeah. Do you want a gun for the road?
I'm not proficient in firearms. I don't think.
How?
Think
I'm
so.
not to knock your cool fire punches, but if someone were like on an awning about 30 feet above you, how
It's
would you
true.
fight?
30 feet. Damn, I don't have anything that's that far. All right, I'll take the pistol. I'll take the small
Can't shoot
thing.
the damn thing either, but it's better than nothing.
That's true. Yeah. And he'll
Scoop one up off on the floor on your way out.
awesome. Yeah, he'll
Not that
take
you need
the.
to be in any kind of rush to do so.
Thank you, Dahlia. And I'll see you later.
Soon.
Soon. Yes. Yeah, and he'll take the pistol. And damn, I was gonna talk to Schmidley, but Schmidley's not here. So I'll go to Elior's not here, Dariana's not here. I'll go to Ramiel then.
Yeah, no, I mean in the crew quarter, obviously, if the his like makeshift curtains are definitely closed, and in there you could definitely hear like the muffled sound of music coming from the sound box for sure.
Booker, as he steps up to the tent, just kind of like awkwardly stands there for a bit, like really trying to figure out, kind of similar how he was with Zara, but quieter. Before he just kind of sheepishly just sort of pulls the curtain of the tent, and peeks in and say, "Hey, can I Are you busy?
Definitely the side you would have is his back, because he's definitely just kind of laying in the bed, kind of thinking. And when hearing Booker, he kind of shifts upward a little bit and looks at Booker, but when he does, his eyes shift away kind of to the to his sound box, and he'll just kind of stop it from playing, taking the needle off of the disc.
What
He-
song was playing? Just out of curiosity.
Oh man, do you need?
No, I don't
you
need
know
it.
I'm
I
gonna
just,
have to-
I only asked if you had it ready. If you don't,
No, I didn't
I
have
need
anything
it.
in particular ready.
I need
can-
it.
you
I'm
can sing
gonna
it later.
randomly shuffle. First off, I have a lot of discs. I'm gonna. Hold on. Give me a moment. Because
Yay.
I'm gonna. Oh my god. Again, this needs to be stuff that I have to have mentally prepared because I have to go researching.
I was only gonna ask you if you already had it locked and loaded.
Look, it's my husband and Wolf that are
But now
bothering
everyone's
me.
peer
Can I give
pressuring you.
Can I give it to you guys
Love
after
you.
session once I think about it?
I vote yes after the session is over.
So that if there's another quiet moment, I can actually do the research, please. I'll give you a good answer, I promise.
But he stops the record player. Is he still like laying in the bed, like facing away?
No,
or-
he's definitely kind of sitting up. He kind of if Booker's off to the left hand side, he's just kind of sitting up, kind of crisscross, facing, like he looked over his shoulder to Booker, but he's like just facing the bed as it's positioned, kind of looking at the record player more than actually at Booker at this point.
Do you mind if I come in?
Sure, you can come.
Booker will kind of slowly sneak into the tent, and then he'll sit up on the bed, but like on the very edge of the bed, and like keeping his boots off of Ramuel's mattress. He'll just kind of like fiddle with his thumbs a moment and say, how are you doing?
Fine.
Are you sure you're fine?
I am as fine as I can be.
Can I insight check?
For sure, yeah.
$11.
I'm gonna go with a persuasion. I
Damn.
rolled an 18. I it definitely kind of feels like, yes, in a sense he is as fine as he can be.
That statement is very true.
Yeah, it's that's what it is that like you're not 100% sure in what direction that means, but it is true and he is as fine as he can be.
Feel like back on the ship you were possibly irritated with me, and this has probably not made it any better.
I was not irritated with you on the ship. I was irritated at the whole thing. but it was a bit more easing to know that it was not aggressive spirits and just creatures mimicking such things. The news, well, it, I guess, is something that I already saw coming, so can't say I'm too shocked.
His brow sort of furrows at that. Saw coming. What do you mean?
You had asked for a reading. That is in the steps of what the reading provided was bound to happen.
I'm gonna come back, you know?
There's a bit of a pause from Ramiel before he kind of just he kind of like lets out like a really dry like laugh at that, not necessarily at like Booker saying that he's gonna come back, but more at like the thought of every time we've gone into a situation, Booker has been pretty injured each time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for him, it's kind it's kind of like I'm sure you believe that.
Ramiel, I have both horrendous luck and amazing luck at the same time. I don't know how it makes any sense, but either the gods won't let me die or would rather me suffer the consequences of staying alive. So I have well past my expiration date on many accounts. So I have faith that I will come back. And I told you that I told you with Ren back when we saved him, I told you that I was the kind of person that turned around. I have to turn around for Kira.
Ramiel just kind of nods, like in an agreement. But again, it's kind of he's already acknowledged. He's kind of understood because again, the way he read the reading was very different, I'm sure, from how Booker interpreted that kind of reading. And so again, this is kind of like Ramiel knew this was just going to happen, and there is really nothing he can say or do that he knows is really going to make a difference. So he's just at that point of acceptance in that moment.
The reason why I'm telling you that, the reason why I have to turn around for her is because I am only here because of her. And I mean in the literal breathing sense. But
You don't You don't have to explain yourself.
Oh, I'm not done. Because the same way that I would turn around for her, I would turn around for you. And that's me promising you, once I figure this out, once I find her, that I'm gonna come back here. Okay?
Okay. I will have to just trust your word then.
Can I do another insight check on that?
Yeah, for sure.
13.
I mean, I would say I'm not going to even. There's not a performance in that. It's, if anything, what Booker has learned with Ramiel is that most of the time, whenever he expects like a promise or a agreement in something, so far from what you you've seen, is that he always happens to cast that spell, and that certain spell particular, from the time that even the very beginning of them making their agreement to just start trusting each other in exchange for assistance. In this moment, he's not choosing to do that. This is, in the fullest sense, him trying to trust and believe in Booker's word.
I don't suppose that before I left you wanted to tell me what you wanted to say.
He he gets a little bit somber, I would say, at that question, before he just kind of, for a moment, finally kind of looks up and makes eye contact with Booker. If I told you, I don't think you would leave. And this is important to you. So it would be best if I didn't. And I know that's probably going to just make you worry more. But if you want the fullest truth from me, then this is it.
Booker just stares at Ramiel for a long beat, and there's clearly a concern in his face, understanding that. And I think part of him does start internally does start to panic and does want to push and try to get that information out, but he also understands that Ramiel is 100% right. Like, he doesn't know what it is, but if Ramiel thinks that, then he believes him, that it will make him stay, and he knows that he needs to leave. I think his eyes shift down to Ramiel's hands. Can I see the black scarring kind of coming out of his gloves?
Definitely, yeah. I think what you could catch before Ramiel kind of notices is that it definitely seems to have started darkening more towards, obviously, the covered part of his palms, but it's not like it's grown exponentially larger. If anything, it just seems like it's grown darker. But it does seem like some of the streaks on his fingers have just gotten a tad bit longer, and the ones towards his wrist as well. But as he kind of catches Booker looking down, he would shift his hands so that the palms and his wrist are facing down towards his lap rather than anywhere exposed.
Is he's hiding them? Or
Yes,
just kind of,
yeah.
okay.
No, he's definitely like trying to cover or like hide, obviously, it being looked at.
I think as he moves his hands, there's like a very minor reaction, almost like Booker wants to like reach out and like stop him, but he doesn't move. Um, before his eyes find Ramiel's again, and he nods and he says, "Ramiel, whatever this is, whatever's going on, I know you don't want to tell me right now, but I would I would beg you to tell someone. Whatever you're going through, it can't be good to go through alone. And these last few months, at first you kind of pissed me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm sure I did the same to you. But
Yes. I purposely tried to do that.
well, you succeeded. But then I found it charming, and now I care about you. I mean, I really care about you, Remiel, and I don't. I want to make sure that you're here when I come back. So please, please don't hide away. There are other people on this ship, and I know that some of them are fucking idiots, but some of them are not, and some of them are great. And they would be happy to talk to you and be there for you and help you. And I really wish this wasn't the situation, but I can promise you that I will come back, and I can promise you that there are other people on this ship that would help you and be there for you. You don't have to say anything back to any of that. I just wanted you to hear it. I know that you matter to me, and I'm sure you matter to other people on this ship. And I want to come back, and I want to know that you're going to be here. But
There's every time that Booker like mentions that he's going to be here, there's definitely like a bit of a reaction from him that there's a bit of it's kind of a worried unknown kind of thing. Like that's something he's not 100% sure himself that he could make that kind of promise. Obviously that's probably difficult to even understand why he would be having that kind of reaction. But he would kind of nod a little. I'll do the best that I can with everyone here. I can't promise anything. But I know you're not a fan of it, but Thorn technically knows. So I'm not
oh,
entirely
great.
alone.
I mean, yes, I'm glad you're talking to somebody.
Maybe not my first bet, but
I turned to someone that could think about it logically without any sort of feelings of the result.
Well, just so you know, I care about the result. Whatever it is that you're trying to do or whatever you're dealing with. Question to Blue Jay. Would Booker have been able to make the connection between the scarring and the spells that he was casting on the ship? Or do you think no?
I would say definitely, because he's seen it as well in that same way when Ramiel had casted Mending. And it's definitely very different from how his magic, like with his lightning, which is primarily the other amount of magic that he has. But anytime he uses that, that is more of a lively kind of orange-ish color to it. While anytime he's presented with the spells so far that Booker has seen the change, each time it kind of it and of course, DM, correct me if I'm incorrect in anything here, but it kind of seems like something gets altered in a sort of time way.
That's not entirely wrong.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to like fully describe it without going into like too much detail.
Is related to time-ish magic or in some capacity, maybe.
Sort of. It's like an alteration in the timeline, kind of ish, is the best way I could probably describe it.
Come on, you guys know I like my timey-wimey bullshit.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
Those of you who played my previous campaigns.
Timey-wimey. But yeah, it's there. Each of those magics so far, those are two very different deliveries in the magic.
Gotcha. Booker then, his eyes kind of go to where Ramiel's hands are kind of hidden, and he will reach out his hand and he'll say, "Can I see?"
Ramiel would definitely you would or Booker would notice at this point that even in his lab, like he is actively like messing with his hands, like digging digging his thumb into the palm, and like definitely kind of like just an anxious behavior that he was like trying to hide. And with Booker then asking, he kind of he hesitates for a moment as he looks down at his own hands.
I would say also, if Ramiel looks like he's suddenly anxious and like fiddling and not wanting to, or like trying to figure out if he wants to or not, Booker would then unwrap his hand, like uncovering the thing that he also hides before holding his hand out again.
Seeing that, Ramiel would then at that point remove the glove from one of his hands before, and like right before he kind of does place his hand into Booker's, there's a bit of a hesitation before he does just place his hand.
Is he? What does the scarring look like when it's uncovered?
Yeah, so kind of a way that again, kind of the way that it is that it doesn't look like it's scarring of like flesh or like any kind of normal scarring. This seems to be like almost under skin,
I'm
or like
picturing,
it's
I'm picturing like you know those videos where they take like a water balloon and they fill it with like paint or something. It's kind of like I'm picturing like black fluid inside of like a blue water balloon sort of vibe.
Yeah, in a sense, but like at the center of his palms are at this point like nearly completely black. Like there is just nothing in there. like no coloration of like the rest of him or like any kind of visible twinkles. Like it's like nothing.
Booker will just kind of study it for a moment before he looks back up at Ramiel. He'll say, "This is happening because of something you're doing." You can be vague, I'm not pressing for details.
It's not easy to explain.
Does it hurt?
No, it honestly, it just feels like nothing.
It can be worse, you know?
He uh, he definitely acknowledges it in the sense of like he looks at his palms, and even he himself has still kind of like, because he doesn't try to look at it very often. And I think it's been a while since he really like paid attention, and when he ungloved even on the ship and noticed just how like black that his hands were, it's still like catching up with him. Like that was one of the many things that was running through his mind in all of this.
I think Booker just kind of like, I think he was like just kind of having Ramiel's hand just kind of resting on top of his while he looked at his palm, and now he like properly holds Ramiel's hand. I know that you don't want to tell me now, but whatever this is, I just, like I said, I just want to come back and know that you are going to be here. And if something that you're doing is making you feel nothing, I know that this is unsolicited advice, but I would hope that you stop doing that. But I am not in charge of you, obviously.
I it's again, it's all a lot more difficult than I could go into detail. I mean, I could again, I really could try my best and tell you what I could tell you, but it's not. I don't think that is the best idea right now. Um,
Rain check then.
Yeah, rain check.
He just like takes a really deep breath before he finally lets go of your hand. He takes his hand wrap and begins wrapping his own hand back up, covering his scarring on his knuckles.
Yeah, Ramio would kind of again one more time look at the palm of his hand before he kind of puts the glove back on. And he's just again kind of avoiding any kind of eye contact at this point. Like he's not sure why he's opened up as much as he did, especially now. Um, but he like feels a weird like ache that he's not used to.
Booker kind of gets a little anxious in the quiet for a moment before he begins looking around the tent, and he says, is Lucifer here, or
No, I. Who knows where he is? He's, I'm sure, doing his own thing, as he usually does.
And he'll reach into his pocket and he'll pull out the third lighter that he got in Everhome. And he'll kind of flick it open and close it again before handing it to Ramiel. Whenever you see him, can you just give this to him? If you don't think he'll burn the ship down.
I am honestly surprised you trust him with such a thing.
I mean, maybe you could remove the flint or something before you give it to him. Just let him keep the shiny part, I guess.
Yes, okay, I think I'll do that.
All right. And just like very like quietly and solemnly, Booker will stand up and begin heading out of the tent. And I think right before he leaves, he'll stop and look back. And he'll just say, "I will come back for you." Before he finally turns and leaves the room.
I'm not crying.
And then from there, I don't know. Problem is, this book doesn't know the rest of these people. He would probably say some
Why you
goodbyes to
gotta
Eric.
say it like that?
I'm sorry,
Damn.
man. I miss Val every day. Okay.
Yeah, who are these people?
You said people like that was a fucking curse.
No,
Shit.
sorry. I think actually, I do think Booker would pull Sirius and Cygnus aside if they're together at a moment, and he would just say, he would show them Sirius already knows, but he'd show them like the crew quarters, and if there's like a extra bed available for Cygnus, he'll point it out. But if not, he would be. Or y'all could share a bed, I guess. Then he would offer his bunk to
I'm
Cygnus if
offended
he
you
wants
think
it.
he's gay. He's bi. He doesn't limit
s-
himself.
Hey, you could be bi and have a boyfriend, man.
I'm talking to the peanut gallery.
Oh, I see. But Booker would offer his bunk to Cygnus if there's not another bunk to take up, at least while he's gone. And at the end of it, he would just be like, "Thank you guys for fighting with us back on that ship. It was pretty crazy, ghosts included. And if you take care of the people on this ship, they'll take care of you. I hope you understand that. And don't die, is my last bit of advice. I hope to
Pretty
fight
solid.
alongside you again."
Wow. I only knew you for a short bit, but you seemed interesting, so I'd like you to stay alive as well, if possible.
Hopefully I can, I mean, I will return. And hopefully we'll get to know each other a little bit more. But in that time span, like I said, you take care of the people on the ship, they'll take care of you.
As we're
Um,
talking, does the necklace have a reaction?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yeah, but it's probably not the reaction either would want. I'm gonna send you a little
That I would
something.
want? Oh no.
We would want a reaction? Hold on.
I've never wanted a
Well,
reaction.
yeah, that's a good point.
I just wanted to see if there was one.
I wasn't hoping for it.
if we are semi-secluded, it's just like the three of us.
Mm.
Cygnus would also. Is there a language Booker speaks? Like just Booker?
I don't know if it's just Booker. I mean, he speaks sign language, but Dahlia also speaks sign language. And then he also, I believe, speaks primordial.
Which I think at least one other person speaks. But I suppose I wouldn't
Yeah.
even know that, would I? Oh, you speak halfling though, right?
I
Every
don't,
halfling comes
actually.
with that.
I
You
mean,
don't?
technically I do, but for story purposes, it doesn't make any sense for him to know halfling. Like my sheet says he
That's
does,
fair
but we
too.
said he does not know anything about halfling culture. It doesn't make any sense for him to
Yeah.
speak the language.
That's I saw the little character art and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, bits of the background. So okay. Then yeah, I guess Cygnus would just lean down and whisper to keep the necklace safe. It seems more important than it gives off.
I think if you say that to him, he kind of looks at you like a little wide-eyed for a second, and he says, "Do you know something about it?"
Cygnus would probably give him a long look, and he wouldn't actually answer that. He'd just stand back up and like pat Sirius as they go to walk away.
Booker has half a mind to fucking chase him down, but he won't. He'll just his hands will find the pendant again and just keep like fiddling with it uncomfortably. So, after the reaction that it had, um, before after that he would give a similar speech to Schmidley, that he did with the other two, uh, but he would say something along the lines of like, you know, I wasn't your biggest fan. I'm still not necessarily, but I hope that you definitely proved yourself, and and I admire your form and stuff, and I think if you keep to your word and don't turn on this group, you will find a place here in this wild band of misfits. Something along those lines, hoping that Schmidley is not a double agent in that sense.
God damn it.
That's valid.
And then to Ariana and Eliora, he'd have a little goodbye moment with the two of them of just telling them a similar speech of just please don't die, and I hope that you both find what you're looking for, and I hope to come back soon. And after that, I think he's just waiting until.
What's your passive perception, by the way?
Oh,
I
what
believe
the
yours
fuck?
was one of the low ones.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking 9, dude.
Okay, well, if you
One
want to
of
roll
the
an
low
active
ones.
one, if you want to roll it since you were talking face to face, there was a slight reaction during part of that.
Oh yeah, to me, to the necklace, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
not to the necklace itself. It was like before that part of the conversation, technically, but
what do you want me to roll?
just
A
a
perception?
perception or
Okay.
investigate whatever you think would work for
That was
you're studying the person
almost
in front of you.
that was almost an 18.
Sir. Sir. If you'd gotten one
I didn't
lower, it
see
would
it,
have worked
dog.
better.
Yeah, I would have.
Okay. Nope. You don't
Yeah,
notice
I
anything?
didn't see shit. Okay. But yeah, after Booker says his goodbyes, I think he probably also says a goodbye to Gizmo, telling him like, "Hey, if Schmidley does anything to you while you're gone, let me know." And uh, you're gonna do great. I believe in your skills, in your abilities, and you'll hold this thing together until I can get back.
I will
Before
certainly do my best.
And I think Booker takes the goggles that Gizmo gave him, and he just kind of like slaps them on his head, like he's like telling him, "Hey, I'm taking these with me." By the way.
He's gonna get so excited about
that. Yeah, and then Booker will just wait until Zara gives him the go ahead that they're dropping him off.
That's so bizarre that you're just gonna be gone.
I
It
know.
would be a Fleetwood Mac song. Not in a bad. Just who else could convey that?
Fucking fight me.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is really how I just wanted to end tonight's session. I really, really, really wanted to make sure we had plenty of time to really take in everything. Because this is such a very big shift towards the rest of what's going to be the next quite a few sessions will be down a man. So that is everyone. I mean, you're gonna be alive. You're gonna be doing things. So
yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Well, don't say hopefully.
The current foreseeable future, yeah. Choices be damned. Well, but for the rest of us, that does also we will be continuing. But it does also breach a hole open for some of people's backstories that we haven't really talked too much about. And like I said before, since we are in like the back half here, the clue boards better be clue boarding because everything is connected to something. So maybe not relatively towards all of you to each other, but it's gonna start making sense as we get closer to the end. So I'm pretty excited.
My character's got a higher intelligence than me.
The dice are helping you out, bud.
Oh, absolutely.
And y'all are we are an overstacked party. I think you guys will be all right with the quote unquote man down.
we should be okay in theory.
Yeah.
I don't know. As a squishy backline, I like having frontliners. The more, the better.
And I'm gonna
farm. Remember?
Yeah. He's taking my slot in the punching realm.
Glorious. Let's let the Fed take the front lines. You know what? Fair enough.
I like it.
That's what he literally said he was gonna do.
He volunteered, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, in my defense, he wants it real bad.
He wants that purple heart. Give it to him, man.
He's gonna go home with Victor, okay?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm still, by the way, I'm going to keep up to date with the y'all sessions, and so I will be like spamming the fucking group chat if something insane happens to somebody. I will be like, my time zone is gonna be fucked. I'm gonna be the complete opposite. So it'll probably be like
up and there's gonna be a shit ton of messages.
It's gonna be shit ton of messages from me. Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna miss side-eyeing Booker for everything. That was
dude,
fun.
yeah. Cygnus fucking keeping his eye locked on this little guy. It's so funny.
Now he can just bully someone else.
Yeah,
side-eye someone else.
Gee, I wonder who else is an option here.
Nox.
Oh, damn. That's
yeah. Is he? You want to study the old robot, you architect? I mean, archaeologist.
Close enough.
Close enough. Art something.
But yeah, that's pretty
And there's
much
no
all I
more in
got.
Ba Sing Se. Um,
Okay.
Everyone have
DM,
anything else?
do I get am I just dropped off, or is that like quote unquote happening next session?
Yeah, I mean it'll pretty much it'll end tonight's session by saying that with these goodbyes you're being dropped off effectively the next safest stop for you.
Right.
Damn. Are you gonna do
Gotcha.
anything
Like
or
a
say
care
anything
package.
sad
Just
when you
boop.
leave? While everyone just kind of sees you off.
I mean, yeah, he's such a like theatrical dramatic bitch. I think he would say like he would do another like sappy ass goodbye. I mean, we don't have to do it, but like he does another like please don't die. I'm gonna come back. like something along those lines. Before he
I
just
don't know
waves.
you, but you seemed cool. Hi.
Tell me about my fucking necklace when I get back. And then
Don't you fucking lose that. I want it. I mean, what?
Who said that?
Sorry,
That's
the
weird.
door's closing. Yeah. It would be sad and sappy, but you could fill in the blanks, I'm sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's about to get messy.
Woo.
As
Wait.
Dahlia
I'm
would
excited.
say, ears peeled.
Ears peeled.
He's peeled.
Exactly. Well, does everyone want to say goodbye and good night to stream?
Good night, stream.
Bye,
Good night,
stream. Thanks
stream.
for watching.